Hey, it's Robert here from Dark Raven Wargaming. So, quite recently I showed my 3 Harbingers / Heralds on foot, and this is kind of a follow-up on that, now showing a mounted version that I just finished. So, in 9th Age it will be a Dark Pulpit, and then for Warhammer I will lift the middle base that's magnetized, and then play it as a Lord on Daemonic Mount. Now, firstly, some info about the miniature. So, it's a heavily converted model, and it has pieces from like 5 different places. And I gotta say that I'm really satisfied with the end result. Like, things came together nicely, and it's definitely unique, but I still think it also reflects the stats and theme. So, for those interested, I started with the Naga Night Lurker for the mount, since it kind of resembled the old Slaanesh mount a bit, but not too much. And overall, I didn't really do much with the mount. I just removed one of the scales, and then filed a bit on another to make place for the rider. And speaking of that, I took Anissa Revel from her usual mount, and then I broke off the bow hand since I wanted a flag instead. And then lastly, I also found a loose sword and put it on her back, since I wanted some kind of like mediocre weapon that wasn't too flashy. And after that, I started planning the last step, which was the left hand. And I ran into trouble and couldn't really find a complete set of hand and banner that I liked. So I went way deeper into converting instead, which is one of my favorite things to do anyway. So after a while, I decided to first take the left hand and staff from a shepherd, cut off the top parts, and then attach a resin flag from Mir's miniatures. And the end result is without a doubt my favorite model so far in my demon army. Then, for tactics and rules, I already covered the base entry in episode 6. But quickly, since I currently play 9th Age, let's look a bit what the Dark Pulpit mount changes for me. So, I really like the uniqueness of it. I mean, sure, it do cost more than for example a War Days, which otherwise is the closest in comparison that I can think of. And compared to that, Dark Pulpit has strength 5, AP 0, while War Days has strength 4, AP 1, plus 1 more weapon skill. And then defensively, you get 1 more wound but 1 less armor, which I actually think fit demons very well. So even though it's currently 95 points, which is high, I think it makes the model quite a bit better. Especially combined with plus 2 armor from manifestations, that leaves you with 4 up, and 5 wounds, which is nothing to sneeze at. And another thing, for this army I don't mind that the model takes up 8 spots in a unit. Actually, I even rather prefer it. Because the army generally often lacks in ranks, at least what I've seen. And regarding mount or no mount, more generally, since I will often have it with lemures, who don't do much anyways, then I prefer the extra rank bonus and a higher chance of steadfast. So that's all for this short one. Now, feel free to leave a comment either about the model or my thoughts on the entry. And opposite thoughts, disagreeing, is of course just as welcome. So take care and hope to see you in the next one.